a dentist's office. What is a dentist?
Teeth.
Teeth doctor, right? Good? Am I on the right page? I'm getting some weird looks. We're all on the right page? 140? All good? No? All right. So, a dentist's office and parking lot are on a rectangular piece of land. The area in square meters of the land can be represented by x squared plus x minus 30. All right? So, write a binomial that represents the width of the land. So, we've got our parking lot here. It says this is the doctor's building, it's x meters. Then we have x minus 8. Then over here, we have this outside part called the parking lot where all the cars can stop. This is x plus 6. Okay, you have a nicer picture in your book. And we need to write a binomial that represents the width of the land. Where's the width?
What? X plus 6x.
X plus 6?
Yeah.
Width? So normally width is actually the bigger one. So we think it's a smaller one. So actually, but I guess you could argue x plus 6. Oh, well, r cubed. But I don't think that's what we want. I think what I want, I could actually call this the length, and I call this the width. The width's normally smaller than the length. Okay? So the whole area is, if the area is x squared plus x minus 30, right? And that is 6x plus 6 times something, right? We don't know what this from here to here is, right? We don't know how long that is. So this is 6x times what equals x squared plus x minus 30. What's this what that would go here?
X.
Minus 5.
Minus 5. Right? So this from here to here needs to be x minus 5. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alright? So that's actually what I think the answer should be. If you wrote x plus 6, I can see that English can be confusing length and width. Length is normally bigger than width. Width is normally smaller. Right? But okay, the smaller side. X minus 5 meters. B. Write an expression that represents the area of the parking lot. Alright, so just the parking lot, not the part counting the building. Well, we need to break this parking lot into pieces here. Well, okay, I've got this is x minus 5 and this is x minus 8. How long is here?
X minus 3.
Right, x minus 8 minus x minus 5 minus x minus 8 is 3.
Wait,
Does that make sense?
that makes no sense.
X minus 5 minus x minus 8, x minus x, 0. Negative 5 minus negative 8. Negative 5 plus 8. Oh, okay, 3. That's 3. Okay? So that's actually 3 from here to here. Alright? Yes.
We can just minus that.
Ooh, that's a creative way to do it.
Ooh.
Take this, take x squared of this, and subtract the area of the building.
Yes.
Well, the area of the building is this, x times x minus 8. That's x squared minus 8, right?
Yes.
So minus x squared minus 8. X squared minus x minus 0 is just x. Negative 30 minus 8. Negative 30 plus 8 is minus 22, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the way you did it.
Oh, wait. Negative 30 minus
Oh my
8 is negative So let
No,
me
negative 30 minus negative 8.
Oh,
Right? Minus negative 8.
okay.
Okay? Alright, very good. I like that. That's a quicker way to do it. And C, evaluate the expressions in part A and B when x equals 20. Okay? Well, if x is 20, this is?
I have a question.
Yep.
I see the solution.
Hold on. If this is at 20, this is?
This is
15 meters. This is 20. If x is 20, what do you get here?
Negative
Does that make sense? Oh. Does that make sense?
right.
How can b be negative 2? Meters squared, by the way.
Wait.
Huh. Well, let me do it the way I was going to do it. Divide it into 2 sections. This is 3 times x plus 6. This is 3x plus 18. This is, I can't figure out, oh, this is x plus 6, so this is 6. And this is that, so that's 6x minus 24. I add those together, I get 9x minus 6. Why do I get a different answer?
Wait. Why 15 minus 5 is
50, where?
there? 8.
No, it's 20 minus 5.
20 minus 5. This says, C says if x is 12. But I'm worried about this answer here. Because I get x.
Wait. 20 minus.
The whole thing is x squared minus 30. And this area is x squared minus 8. Ah! Minus 8x! Ah! There we go. Minus 8x plus 0. There we go. 9x minus 30. Same! Woo! Alright. Good. We shouldn't get negative answers. Alright. So that is 9x minus 30 meters squared. And if that is, B is 20, 180 minus 30, 150 square meters. Woo! Sorry for that confusion. Those are tricky.
Tricky.
Tricky. Notice that one little math mistake, right? All I did here is x minus 8 times x. I multiplied x times x to get x squared, but I just moved the minus 8 over. I didn't multiply it by x. Small little thing. Whole answer's wrong. Right. So it's also good to go back and double check. When you get to a negative answer, go, that's weird. Or I did the problem 2 different ways. I should get the same answer both ways. Right? So if you can do the problem 2 different ways, you can double check yourself.
But no one will do.
I always did when I was on a test, and that's why I get 100%.
Oh, you always get on. Yeah.
Because you double check. I'm not perfect, I make mistakes, right?
Yes.
But if I try the same thing twice, 2 different ways, most of the time, almost always, one of them. If I get it wrong, I'm not going to get it wrong the exact same way twice. Maybe, but not likely. Alright, so answer 34 is this. If you got that, give yourself a red check and congratulations. If you didn't, please write in, fill in this. Okay, I'm not going to worry about this part, but I want you to fill in all these numbers here. So draw this on top of it. Alright? And 38. 38's tricky also. I gave you guys lots of hard problems. Alright, we've got a triangle here. It has a height, so I've got this triangle here. Your picture's better than mine. The height is 2n centimeters. And the base is n plus 10 centimeters. And I'm told the area is 75 square centimeters. I need to find the dimensions. So I need to figure out the length and width. I need to figure out what n is first here. Well, area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. Don't forget the divided by 2. I bet you at least one person forgot the divided by 2, yeah.
They will give us the homework 30 question.
Was 30 assigned? No, I didn't assign 30.
Oh.
21 to 29 odd, 34, 35, 38.
It's okay. No.
Am I wrong? Did I write something different on the board than I wrote here?
Wait, can you say one more time?
21 to 29 odd, 34, 35, 38.
Oh, yes.
What?
Okay.
What is this 30?
34, 35, 38, but not 30.
You said 7 and 13 and 15.
Yeah.
I did 7, 15, 19, and 31 the day before. But I did 21 to 29 odd, 34, 35, and 38. I have a few students who did get it. Do you want me to write it again for you?
No one didn't get it.
Alright. If you didn't get it, you're going to have double homework. Right? I'll write it down for you if you don't know.
No, we don't know.
Patrick, can you read it to me?
21 to 29 up. And 35, 34, 38.
35?
34, 48. No, I think 34 is
34, 35, 38. 7.7. I think we might have been distracted with the game we had last class.
What is the homework of 7 and 13?
That was 7.6.
No, you wrote yesterday. Yeah, 7.6
What?
What?
No, 7.6 is 7 and 15 through 19.
Yeah, and 31.
Yeah, but yesterday's homework is 7 and 13.
You said yesterday was homework was 7, 13, 15.
Yeah.
25.
Why would I have two different homeworks for you guys?
Oh.
How would I have two different students getting two different homeworks from?
That's creepy.
Yeah. I'm confused. Alright. I will give you a day to do this homework, okay? So if you didn't get this homework, I'll give you the day to do it.
Oh.
Okay?
We don't
So,
get email.
but if you did do it, fantastic, you have less homework today than everybody else.
Maybe you write the.
Maybe I
this
miswrote it,
on the-
yeah.
On the whiteboard and
Yesterday
you
you
say.
gave us 7.8 homework.
Oh, then if you did what 8's homework yesterday, then
Oh.
then you're done, right? Then you're ahead.
So I.
Oh, you did on the wrong book?
Yeah.
When can you give us
Oh, so some of you have 7, 13, 15, 25, and 30?
Oh yeah.
Okay. How'd that happen? Alright.
So that's
If
7.8?
if you did 7, 13, 15, 25, and 30, right? You did those assignment problems already? If you did them already, do the same thing again, those same problems again today. No, do those same, then I'll count that as your homework for 7.7. Okay? Make sense?
I finished 7.8.
Yeah. If you did did you do it on 7.8?
Yes.
Okay. Then you need to go back and do 7.7 homework. But what I'm going to look for when I look at your guys' homework, did you do homework for 7.7? Either this or the problem 7, 13, 15, 25, and 30. Did one of those groups. And then on 7.8, I want us to do today what is now today's homework. Okay? Which is 7.8. Number 7, 13, 15, 25, and 30.
Wow.
Okay? So if you didn't already do these problems, do them now.
Okay.
If I'm guessing you're, William, I guess you're the only one who actually did it in 7.8,
I
right?
do 7.8 and
So then you go back and do this.
I finished 7.7.
Well, then you're great. Okay.
But can you tell us the answer of number 30?
Nope. I will do that tomorrow.
No, tomorrow is Saturday.
But I said 7.7.
I mean, I will tell you that Monday, because I don't have time.
Oh.
But I will tell you that one Monday, because that will be off back on track. Sorry for giving you the next day's homework. I always get confused when I'm in the other class.
Cool.
All right. Are we all ready? Back? We got our homework ready?
Mr. Mega, do you know what happened to William?
I don't need to know. Okay, thank you. All right. So,
I need to know.
students, today's lesson, we are going to continue factoring. So, this is just a little bit of discussion here. So previously, you factored polynomials of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. This is a quadratic. It's a second degree polynomial, second degree trinomial. This is what we've been factoring. But when we factor it, so far, a has always been 1. Alright, to factor these polynomials where a is not 1, first look at the GCF of the terms of the polynomial. What is the GCF?
Greatest common factor.
Alright, this will save you a lot of time if you check the GCF first.
Oh.
Here. 5. All these things can be divided by 5, right?
Yes.
So if you try to factor this without doing that, you can do it, but it's difficult. But if I first take all of them and take out 5, and I get x squared plus 3x plus 2, this is much easier to factor. Does that make sense? So first take out the 5. Like we did before with very simple ones, right? First take out the GCF if you can. Alright, so now factor this. What do we get? So we got to think 2 things here. 1, well, I'm going to have an x here and an x here. X times x is x squared. I need these 2 to multiply to 2
1 and 2.
and add to 3. Well, that's convenient. It worked out. And there we go. Now, students, this is as far as we can go. All right, I did not say this equals anything. Okay, this doesn't. I didn't put an equal sign here, so you can't tell me x equals -2 and -1. For all you know, this could equal 7. All right, I didn't say equals, so this is done. Can't do any more. Make sense? All right. So, how about factoring this? What is the GCF here? 1, right? I can't divide them all by the same thing. So I kind of go, ugh. Whenever I see a problem like this, these are the, oh gosh darn it. And this is the hardest thing we will have to factor that won't be a challenge or bonus question in this year. Okay. Next year we'll go hard. But this is it. Alright? Ready? So, I think you guys can do this. Here's what I want you to do. When you are doing a problem like this,
Skip it.
I want you to think
That's it.
all of the ways I can have them multiplied, 2 numbers that multiply to 4. 1, 4, 2, and 2. Right? There's also the options for -1 and -4 and -2 and -4, -2. Right? Because negatives multiply out, but let's just stick with positives for now. Alright? How about here? 3.
1, 3.
1, 3. Okay. So, now, there's a way that the Chinese department does this that I'm going to try to teach you, but I'm not as good as them. I never learned it with this, but I find some students, I see a lot of students doing this. Alright? So, what we want is we need them to multiply. So remember, we're still doing the same thing, right? Here. We need these 2 numbers to go in here and here. We're going to have x's, but we need to figure out what goes in front so that they multiply to 4x and what makes them multiply to 3. We've got to fill in those gaps, those numbers. So, what I'm going to do is write, well, I know it has to be 1 and 3.
Cool.
Right? And if I try 1 and 4 here, then multiply that across like this. 1 times 3, 3. 4 times 1, 4. And if these add to the middle number, you got it. 7, no. Too small, so maybe I'm going to try to make this bigger. Well, let's make the 4 and 3 be together, because that will make it bigger. 4 times 3 is 12. 15, no.
3.
So what? Oh, no, maybe 2.
3
and 3.
Oh, whoa, 4 and 1, you're right. Dang it, it was right. 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 2 is 1. 13. It works.
Yeah.
Right? So that means these are our 4 numbers. And we want to make sure that the 4 multiplies by the 3. Okay? So, wait, why is the 4 multiplying by the 3?
4x plus 1.
The 4 here will multiply by the 3 here.
Okay.
And the 1 goes there, and the other one goes there.
What
But
the?
you think you don't need to write 1x.
Yeah, we don't normally write the 1. Correct.
Oh, but
Now, double check me to make sure this works. Mr. Megan's not making up stuff. 4x times x, 4x squared. 4x times 3 plus 12x, that's the 12. Plus 1x, that's the 1. Plus the 3.
Oh
I
my
think this
god.
is easy.
So easy.
Good?
But can you explain that part?
Well, this is just kind of a helpful way to see that this is going to multiply by this, and this is going to multiply by this. Right? If you don't like this, this isn't how I was taught. I was taught to just kind of guess it. But this is a good way to show that this 4 is this 4. And this 3, they're going to multiply together. Okay? And the 1 here, and the 3 here. And the 1 there, and the 1 there. That makes sense?
Wait.
So these are the ones like, this is 4x, this is 1x, and it's like 4x plus 1, 1x plus 3. And I'm just kind of showing you how they multiply. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So, one more. So I got a couple more.
I wish I could.
Let's try this one.
I think this is easy.
Good, good, good. If it's good for easy for you, that's a good sign. All right. How about this one? 2x squared minus 5x minus 7. All right. So, first step, well, how can I get 2?
1
and 2. How can I get 7?
1 and 7.
There's only 2 ways, right?
Yeah.
So this is pretty easy. We're going to get a 2x here and an x here. Now, does the 1 and 7...
-1.
Oh, Patrick points out. Wait, to get 7, it's not 1 and 7. It's either -1 and 7 or -7 and 1. Right? Do we see that? And because I need -7. Right? These two numbers need to multiply to -7.
Look at it. A.
So, if I do this, let's just randomly do it. -7 plus 1. And multiply this out. Let's see what we get. 2x. Okay, we'll get the 2x squared. We'll get the -7. But look what happens here. 2x times 1. That gives me 2x. -7 times that. -7. Oh, darn it. I just randomly guessed and I got it right.
Why?
Darn it. I didn't mean to get it right. I'm too good at this, everybody. All right.
No.
Well, let's show you what happens if I get it wrong. +7 minus 1. Right? +7 here. I multiply 2 times that, I'll get -2x. 7 times that, I'll get +7x. And 7x. And I'll get a total of +5x. You see? So I've still got to think, how can I make it add to -5 when one of my numbers is going to get doubled?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
Can you use this question to use Chinese requirement and stuff?
I should, okay, so you want me to get, so I do the 1 and the 2, right?
Yes.
Those have to be that. And then I've got the 7 and the -1. Or maybe it's negative 7 and 1. I gotta figure out where I want this negative. And I gotta multiply them again. Why do I do this? This times this times this. I'll get negative 1 plus 14. That's not gonna be negative 5. Right? I want something plus something equals negative 5 here. Okay? So, not right. Maybe I don't like the 14. The 14 is way too big. Maybe I want that multiplied by the 1, and then the 7 negative here. Does that work? Actually, no, let's make the 1 negative. Negative 2 plus 7, positive 5. Oh, the negative's in the wrong spot. 2 times plus negative 7. There it is. So 2 negative 7. Negative 5. Alright? With me? Alright. Last question here, and then I'm done.
But that is giraffe.
Here's a giraffe, correct.
It looks like horse and
It's a giraffe. A giraffe is a very long neck. Okay. The length of a rectangular game reserve. What is a game reserve? Anybody have an idea?
Only one is a game. One is
Game in this case isn't the type of game.
I know.
It's actually
A wild animal.
a wild animal. Game reserve is a mile longer than twice the width. So what this means, a game reserve is a place where we keep animals safe, like a hunting safe place.
Like zoo.
Yeah, but it's like they're a zoo without like cages, right? Where they're just kind of, it's a sanctuary.
So it's like a city like this.
No, it's like a piece of wild forest that we don't touch.
Okay,
Okay, so the length of a rectangular game field, so we have a rectangle. The length is 1 mile longer than twice the width. The area is 55 square miles.
I really can't understand.
How wide is the reserve? It is 1 mile longer than twice the width. So here's the width, call it W. It is 1 mile longer than twice the width.
So W times QW plus 1 is 55.
Yeah. So what is the width? Might want pencil and paper. I will give you guys 1 minute by yourself. Solve it.
Oh. Wait. What is that? Must we do it your way?
You can do it however you want to get the correct answer.
Or what if we can you get?
As long as you get the correct answer, I'm happy.
If you can solve the question, you can solve the people who answer this question.
Figure it out. If you need paper, let me know. I have paper. Paper? Paper?
Wow, that is so cool.
It's a calculator.
So the answer is
Shh, don't give the answers away.
no, that's after that.
Okay, but we're doing this one right now. Well, give me a moment, okay? Give me a minute. We'll get there. Don't worry. It'll be okay.
Don't worry.
We have
All right. 30 seconds. Okay.
I
Maybe
got it.
60 seconds.
I know W is.
No, wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna have you vote. Everybody's gonna answer. Get ready. At least come up with your favorite guess.
Still not finished.
It's with this.
The width is this.
Okay.
The smaller one. W. 15 seconds.
Sorry.
Brian, do it right.
ouch.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody, you know your letters. A, B, C, D. No E. A, B, C, D. All right, everybody, letters up. A, B, C, or D? Which one is it?
CC lemon.
Wow. I see C's and D's. Let's see. All right. So we know that these two multiply to 55. So we know that W times 2W plus 1 equals 55.
Of course.
Multiply this out. We get 2W squared plus W minus 55 equals 0.
Why you make this so hard?
Then factor this.
Wait,
Yes, 2w. What?
Why don't we just talk?
why
Twelve
your
five
word is so hard?
I don't think it's hard.
But my word is very easy.
Just put 5 in the top.
Minus 5 plus 11.
Wait, we can think.
So w equals 5. W equals negative 11 over 2. Negative 11 over 2 doesn't make sense because you
Where
can't have
does
a
the
negative.
11 come from?
So 5 is your answer. The answer is C. Correct. Yes.
Find the 55 greatest common.
If you are students, I warn you from just saying, here's going to be one of these. Guess the answer here. Or making the assumption that these are whole numbers and doing factors. Maybe they're decimals.
Ooh.
And in the future, the answers will be decimals or irrational numbers even. So please make sure you can do it this way. This is the more formal way that will get you both answers.
And what views do you
And sometimes both answers are correct, not just one. All right, today, why don't centipedes play soccer?
I know.
All right, get going on your puzzle.
Because they can't even play soccer.
Because they are soft.
Because centipedes eat.
Where's your book?
Table.
Get it out, come on.
I'll use a pen.
15.
Yeah.
40.
That's
Little Joshua.
Oh, it's 4. That's 1.
no, it's cool.
Generally,
What? Make sure you're working. If you need paper to work on, yes?
I need the tree.
이거 이거
The tree paper?
That is made.
Yes, it is made by
That
You're welcome.
one.
Anybody
This
else?
is tree paper. I want tree paper. Why tree?
Well,
Stop. Play my tree.
let me know if you have questions. I'm here to help.
Question.
Sure.
Question. How we get one?
I think I get first one is good.
First one is
Oh. I only can get first one.
Much better. Get it?
What the?
Oh, very good. You didn't get tricked. You pulled out the GCF first.
I know.
I'm happy now. Factor it.
I know.
Tricky.
Tricky. Yes.
Edges shoes.
Ah, because you didn't pull out the GCF. This can still be. This is still be factor. I can take out 2. Right, so then it's 2 times x minus 2 times. Remember, it'll make your life easier if you divide it by 2 first. Oh, you didn't have to restart.
It's a mega.
You did that like one more step.
It's
You're so close.
Oh, jeez.
Is this the answer for A?
Yes, that's good.
Oh, really? I'm so happy.
Alright,
Look, look.
Gavin wants me to release them one by one. A is by. By capital B. By.
Okay, I finished first one. Okay, I want to.
Use that.
My socks is better.
by the time you finish getting all your shoes on, I'm afraid that we're going to be done.
He'll be smelly.
So what?
F is ALL.
Do you need help?
I'm thinking.
Oh, that is not ALL.
Oh, B is 9.
Remember, if you need more paper, let me know.
That's still not equals 2. You stupid Joshua.
Oh wait, it's 5.
Oh, wait.
These are tricky, don't worry. These are hard. Work together, ask each other. I'm not seeing progress, I'll split with you.
No, we are very fast.
We're working good.
It's get.
I don't know. I'm going to do B. God. B.
Patrick. Oh, I think it is very funny.
You sure you don't have questions?
Oh, I'm so fast. Oh my god.
Oh,
Take over my build.
Oh my god.
Mr. Mega. No need to do this for. Oh, happy now.
Okay, this one. Alright, so how can I get 8?
By 1 and 8, 2 and 4, right?
So 4 and 2 and 4, 4 and 2 is Right?
oh,
And
number
then how can I get
B is
1?
Negative. How can I get negative 1 and 1? 1 and negative 1, right? So that means when I have multiplied, I'm going to get one of them being 1, one of them being negative 1. Okay? So that's good, right? So let's write that really quick. Where are you writing? It's going to be something, one of them's going to have a negative 1 at the end, one's going to have good. And now we have to figure out what numbers we get to multiply these. 2 and 4? Well, 2 times. How can I get them to multiply add to negative 7?
well, where is he?
Well, I can see.
Well, yeah, you could. Negative 2 times negative 4 would be positive. Maybe that works.
Oh.
Mega. Only have
4
2
plus
minutes
negative
left.
2. One of those ones has to be negative. But one of the ones has to be negative.
Oh.
Am
So
I
that will
right?
multiply by negative 8.
Mr. Mega.
So I'd make them both positive, yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Right. Not done.
Am I right?
No.
Yes. So happy.
Do not watch.
Oh.
No, the ones can't be multiplied together. If the ones are multiplied together, then they're added together. The ones aren't the same size. They can't. Trust me. And the 4, well then 4 and 2 is wrong. What's the other way we do it? 2 and 4 and.
Oh.
Remember, one of the ones is negative.
So then that'll be 1.
1 and a negative 1.
Oh yeah. So it'll be 8. 1, 2.
And we got negative 7. Go stand back.
No, but oh sorry.
Trap
You need to say you have a very bad motorcycle.
So 8 times negative 1 is negative 8 plus 1.
And this one,
He
hate
dead.
you.
He dead.
Ow.
2 more minutes, finish up.
Oh, impossible.
There's still 40 seconds left.
2 more minutes, finish up. Oh wait, I get you guys till 40.
Yeah.
I always want you at 45.
Oh, that's so sad.
I always want longer, more time with things. Alright, students. like Patrick.
Why me?
That's because you were trying to put your shoes on, so I was like, by the time you put all your shoes on, the class will be over.
Haha, protest, haha.
It's shoe leg.
Oh yeah, so it's Patrick the centipede now. Alright.
Patrick, look.
Everybody please write this in. Make sure you understand how to do those problems. Don't forget your homework. And have a